Hello, my name is Dot. I'm a library assistant here at Franklin Township Library, and today I will be teaching you how to make our August craft, a macrame keychain. If you're interested in getting one of our craft bags, as you can see here, please call the library at 856-694-2833 extension 1. The craft bags are for adults only while supplies last. This is the macrame keychain that we'll be learning how to make today. And I'm going to go through the items in the craft bag. You will have 2 long pieces of cord, macrame cord. They're going to be 2 real long ones. There's going to be 2 kind of a medium size that are smaller. They're more like a 28 inch. The other ones were 58, and then you're going to have a piece about 20 or 21 inches. You'll have 2 beads because you're going to be able to make, this is going to, the 2 beads, you're going to have 2 lobster clasps and 1 needle. You're also going to have a hook so that you'll be able to hook it onto something while you're working on it. Now the cord was just enough for 1, but you will have enough in your bag for 2. Okay, we'll be starting with one of the long cords. You're going to fold it in half, and what you're going to do is you're going to put this through your lobster clasp like that, pull it through, then put your ends through it and pull it tight. This is called a lark's head knot. Then you're going to take one of the smaller ones, cord. You're going to take one of the smaller ones and do the same thing. Fold it in half. Not the smallest one, the medium-sized one. You're going to pull it down like this, put it through the lobster clasps. Then you're going to take your cord and pull it through, put it tight, pull it tight, and put it next to that one. Then you're going to take your next smaller one, I mean the same size, not the smallest, the medium size. And you're going to put it through. Pull it. I try to keep them tight so it will be even.
Yeah, tell Nan.
And then we're going to.
She doesn't have a cell phone?
Yeah, she said 10 minutes. Yeah, it's Sheila.
And then we're going to take the larger one. We're going to have one larger one on the outside and one on the inside. It's going to go through again, and this is the lark's head knot. We're only going to do 2 knots today. Okay, so once you got that done, and you can see that, you can see what it looks like. That's the other side, so you'll know you have it right. Then you're going to take the 2 outside, and this is called a square knot. You're going to take this like a 4. You could either do it on left hand or right hand. You're going to take, so I'm doing it on the left, making the 4 on the left, as you can see. And I'm going to take the one on the right over top of it, go underneath, behind all the rest of the cords, and through this cord here, the one that's making the 4. And you're going to tighten that up. And this is the knot that we will be doing until the end when we finish it off. This is a square knot. But you'll want to keep it even and tight because it'll show in the end if you don't. So another 4, this over top. Take this one, which is your one all the way to my right, and you pull it through over here, and you tighten it. Okay, I did this 23 times. It was a square knot that I showed you, and this is what you come out with. And as I showed you before, this is the keychain, and that's what creates the twist by keeping it tight and even. So now I have a bead, and we're going to take the beads. Some of the beads that in the kits, some of them are, the hole will be bigger and some will be smaller. Some of it will be a little tight getting it in there, but we have a needle, and you're going to thread it through the needle and pull it through the bead, and you'll have 6 strands that you'll have to, well, 5 strands, 4 strands that you're going to have to do with it, sorry. I think it's 6. I didn't count. That's 2. And I try to pull them down pretty even, so it makes the other ones easier to get through. If there's any fray on the edges, you could clip a little off, but don't clip too much because you want to make sure you have enough cord to do this. There should be plenty. It's going to be like the last one. This 1 or 2 that's going to be harder to get through with your needle. I know this is a little monotonous, but I wanted you to see it because of the problem getting the needle through. So I have to get to the point where we're getting the last one through. And that's what happens, and you might have to twist it. I drop my needle to get this through your needle because sometimes it starts fraying up and it makes it harder. It's not a problem with it fraying because in the end we're going to fray it. We're going to make it frayed on the end anyway. But you don't want it frayed. Sometimes you might have to take a little piece of tape to get it all through there, which I'm having trouble with. Okay, let's see about this. Okay, I got it through. Now we got to get it through the... And I want you to know that sometimes it is a little difficult, but you just got to work it. I got 2 more to go. Oops. It may be a little easier working on a table, but I've included the hook so that you can actually have something to hold it because you do need to pull on it. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'll try to make sure you can see this one with the putting it through the eye, but the part that I want you to see is it has to go through. Now this is going to be a tougher one to get through, and you're going to have to pull on it or push it from the other end. You might even have to get something and push it through because this one's a little tough. Not on all of them. What I usually do is I take push it on something, or if I get it down far enough, I take this and I try to push it through with the metal. Anything that you can use without hurting yourself to get it through. And of course, because I want to show you, I'm going to have more problems. But I did not have this much problem earlier. I just kept wiggling it through, which I'm going to stop for a minute so I can get it through. As you see, I got it down further, and there's the eye coming out. I don't know if you can see it, but now I'll be able to. You just keep wiggling and pushing, which I did, and I'm going to get it through. Okay. Like I said, some of the holes are bigger and some aren't, so some will be a little tougher to get it through. Okay. And we're done with the needle for now. I'm going to push this up tight, make sure they're even and straight. We're going to bring this around. You say you can put it on the back side, but the way it twists, I don't know that you're going to see any difference. Now, once you get it here, I dropped my thread, my other cord. This is what it's going to look like. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know how to best way them so you can see it. But your smallest piece of cord is you're going to bring it up this way. You can have it up, well, you can actually have it here. I'll do it this way so you can see it better. This is kind of the back side anyway. Maybe it is, and I'm not sure which the back side is. Doesn't matter. It'll look nice in the end. So you're going to have it up here, Then you're going to make a loop, and you're going to have this tight when you do it, and you're going to go tight around right underneath the bead. I got to kind of hold my hands to get the first one around. In the way they might be, but all you're going to do is twist this around all the cord. You're going to do it like 4 or 5 times. And then what you're going to do is make sure it's tight. Then you're going to actually, your loop is here. You're going to take that and put it through your loop. And this is going to be used to pull it up through. You don't have to pull it all the way through, because it'll still hold inside there where it's tied. If you pull it all the way through, then you have 2 that you'll have to cut off. Can't see. I don't know how much of that we're going to have to watch and see. Okay, so then I'm going to take and I'm going to cut this off, and you'll be able to see it a little. I just try to push it up there where the you can't never get it close enough, but it can go under the bead, so you can see. So now we're going to cut these. You can cut them whatever length you would like. I'm just going to cut it even with the other ones. And then I'm going to show you. You can take the needle, stop it from swinging, and find the needle. I'm sorry, I dropped something again. And you're going to just take this with the needle, and you're just going to fray all of it. You can untwist some of it. It's going to take a few minutes because you're going to do that to every strand. So you're just going to, a lot of it will untwist itself, and then you can just take the needle, because this is twist it like that, and then the other, like there's different twists in here. That one twisted into 2, and you'll be able to separate this once you start it with the needle. And then you're going to also take, this is the first piece of cord that we're doing, but then after you get this all out, you can take the needle and just make sure you've got it all. And then you're going to do that with every one of the pieces of cord. You have 9 pieces now. And then I'm going to show you the finished product. I'm not going to stay here the whole time. This one is a little longer. This is over this way, so you can see the desk. This is just pieces that are left, but you're going to have left in your bag another lobster claw, another bead, enough cord to make another one. It's just my pieces. Your needle. You're going to have your keychain that you just made. And you're going to have this hook. Just remember, if you want to pick up one of your craft kits, call the library, 856-694-2833. And thank you, and hope you enjoy it.